Hey everybody, Rob from Karma Comment Chameleon coming at you today with another entitled parent story. You can't buy that. She didn't mean the alcohol. Let's jump right in. This just happened earlier today and I am still trying to comprehend the comicality of the situation. What's worth knowing for the story, I am 22 years old, female, and very short. I'm about 4'10" and I look ridiculously young. I could easily be mistaken for a 15-year-old thanks to my baby face, but on to the story. So after all of my classes for the day had ended, me and the girl at my dorm I share the bathroom with went grocery shopping. We don't really see each other very often because our schedules are very different and like to go back to our parents' houses as soon as we can, and so we decided to watch some movies and enjoy some snacks later that day since we both don't have any morning classes on Wednesday. My friend and I both picked up the items for our meals for the rest of the week, as well as some snacks we wanted to share later. Then, my friend remembered that she didn't have her ID on her and asked me if I could pay for her alcoholic beverages, since they would check us for ID for sure. She's 21, and drinking age for lighter beverages here where I study is 16. Remember that for later. Now, another thing you have to know about me is that I don't drink any alcohol. I simply don't like it at all and just think it's really nasty. But because she's right next to me and about to hand me the money beforehand, I agree. I mean, it doesn't do me any harm, and I don't care being associated with alcohol in a city where no one knows me. Also, the look on the cashier's faces are quite priceless whenever they ask me for an ID. Yes, maybe I am a bit evil. So I put the bottles in my basket and wander off to the sanitary aisle while my friend follows behind me. I scan the shelf for what I need, tampons, and when I finally find them, I happily grab them and put them in my basket as well. My friend then poked me in the ribs and asks me, very flustered, if I could also pay for another item of hers. Now, my friend is not really shy, but she gets easily embarrassed when buying certain things. I never understood why, but since I have my own problems buying certain items, I don't judge her. She then asks me if I would mind also paying for a packet of condoms. I roll my eyes, put the packet in my basket, and accept the money she hands me for her beverages and the condoms. She's so relieved that she offers to pay for my snacks, and I accept. But then I hear it, a dramatic gasp behind me I've only ever heard in theater productions, and I am slightly taken aback by that. I turn around, and a lady waddles over to where me and my friend are standing, dragging a boy, maybe 10 years old, behind her by the arm. Internally, I already start getting really annoyed. I've been on this sub for a while and had to deal with one too many Karens in the past few years. And here is the cast for today's show. Me, Magnificent Emperor Penguin, F, my amazing friend, EM, entitled mother, the spawn of insanity, PK as in poor kid because he has to live with that crazy woman. Also, he didn't really say much. M, cool manager. Excuse me, you can't buy that. Thinking she meant the alcohol in my basket since that was the only logical thing that came to my mind. Oh, it's alright, I'm over 18 and I'm allowed to drink alcohol. Also, that's not hers, it's mine. I just forgot my ID at home. Shrieks, I don't mean that. She makes a vague gesture towards the packet of condoms on top of my groceries. That! You can't buy that! Very confused because I was not expecting that and proceeded to draw out the packet. You mean the condoms? The entitled mother then covered her son's ears with a shriek and stared at us angrily. Don't you dare say that again! She then yelled at us, you're a teenager, you're not supposed to buy something like that, only adults can buy that. The fact that she referred to the packet as that just made it even more ridiculous. What was she, 12? Sorry, but first of all, it's none of your business what other people might want to buy. Second of all, aren't you as a parent supposed to, well, teach your kid about sex and protection at some point? And third, I already told you that I am over 18, but most importantly, and I say it again, that's none of your business. How dare you speak to an adult like that, you ungrateful child? Where are your parents? They should have taught you some manners. She then proceeds to take the condoms from my hand but I was faster and just put them back into my basket before gesturing to my friend to just leave. But as we were about to do so, this whale of a woman grabbed my arm and held me back. "Don't you dare walk away from me!" She was now full on shouting at some poor girl a third of her size in the midst of the sanitary aisle. "I will not allow you to buy something like that. Someone has to teach you some manners." "Leave me alone. I'm going to call an employee over." My friend then hurried off to find some staff member while I was trying to free myself from her death grip on my upper arm, but to no avail. "Let me go." "Not until you put that thing away. Only adults can have, you know what." She actually said it like that. "Mom, please let her go. You're hurting her." "Be quiet. Mommy will handle this." To my immense relief, my friend returned, not only with an employee, but with a manager in tow, only a few moments later. But I could already feel that I would have bruises on that arm, which I was definitely right about. What's going on here? Finally, this little kid was trying to buy stuff that she's not allowed to, and she was really rude to me and my son. You have to find her parents and forbid her to buy what is in her basket. First of all, I have to ask you to release her before I will call store security. You have no right to restrain her like that. She finally released me, and I held my arm because her grip really hurt. "I already told you that it's not your business what I want to buy," I said. She was trying to take the packet of condoms out of my friend's basket because she said she's not allowed to buy it. And I wasn't rude by any means. "Is this true, ma'am?" "Kids can't buy those, and she also has alcohol in her basket. She clearly has a fake ID." I'm starting to get really upset by the whole situation. "Look, I already told you that I am over 18. "Stop lying, you little s***." What the f*** did you just call her? "Quiet! Now, would you please show me your ID? You do look quite young, but as I can see, the alcohol you're about to purchase is for people 16 and above." I took out my ID and show it to the manager. With a smug smile on her face, "See, that piece of cardboard is obviously fake. Australian IDs don't look like that." "That's because it's an Italian ID." I added an insult in my head, as I am not going to be rude in front of a manager. "Well, I can't verify the validity. Do you maybe have another document that confirms your identity?" Entitled mother looks like she had won, but then I proceeded to take out my driver's license and my student ID, both of which have my date of birth on them and a picture stating that I am clearly 22 years of age. "Those are all fake. She can't be 22. You have to throw her out." "Ma'am, the only person who will be thrown out today will be you. Please follow me outside. You are no longer welcome at the store." The entitled mother then proceeds to throw a huge tantrum while her son just stood there, white-faced, and looking like he wanted the ground to swallow him whole. I felt really bad for the kid, but also satisfied that the entitled mother was thrown out. The manager returned to my friend and me when the cashier scanned our items and advised the employee to take the alcohol and condoms off the receipt as compensation for our inconvenience and hoped he wouldn't lose us as customers. I shop there frequently. My friend and I are currently sitting on her bed while I type this, and she's still laughing about it. Who are we to understand the craziness that comes with being a Karen? This story reminded me of something I heard on the internet a very long time ago, and so I decided to look it back up and ended up at Snopes.com. I'll link this down below. It says, "One of the funniest, most embarrassing moment stories I've come upon in a long time was about a lady who picked up several items at a discount store. When she finally got up to the checker, she learned that one of the items had no price tag. Imagine her embarrassment when the checker got on the intercom and boomed out for all the store to hear, "Price check on lane 13, Tampax, supersize." That was bad enough, but somebody at the rear of the store apparently misinterpreted the word Tampax for thumbtacks. In a business-like tone, a voice boomed back over the intercom, "Do you want the kind you push in with your thumb or the kind you pound in with a hammer?" That would have been hilarious to witness. I want to thank OP for posting their story to the Entitled Parents subreddit. You can visit them at the links in the description below. Please go there and give them an upvote. And thank you guys for bearing with me for the past 3 days where I've had no voice. I'm feeling a lot better now, and we'll be right back to our regular daily content. Once again, this is Rob from Karma Comment Chameleon saying thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and share it with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.